That sounds great. I like the way that sounds. All right, I'm
As
gonna
you
start
wish.
recording. Actually, do I have the thing in there?
Oh, I'm gonna have now like a red strap mark on my forehead.
All right, you guys ready?
I'm never ready.
We need a big water bucket today as well.
Can we get
Stupid is.
can we get like recording him with some quotes with that thing on?
I have some. I'll do some quotes.
Yeah, do some quotes. All right. Just give me a little bit of
Ready to go.
silence. I'm gonna hit the button and start recording. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Silent now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the We Got Balls podcast. My name is Steve Trudeau. Thank you for joining us today. Happy to say our good friend Mikey Almeida is back from his 2-week hiatus. Buddy, how are you?
I'm a little surprised that I'm doing a show with one of my best friends and then Boba Fett over here.
Yes, also joined today by Boba Fett, the bounty hunter. How are you, Boba Fett?
Put Captain Solo in the cargo hold. This
So-
is the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, so for the
I
podcast-
highly doubt
I've
that.
been to Mikey's place, and I've partied with Mikey for over a week.
All right, let's explain what's going on because this is more of a visual gag. So you lost the big baller bucket a couple weeks ago. You've owed us a couple punishments, and right now you're wearing it's a really nice replica mask.
It
It's like a
is.
full
Yeah.
Boba Fett helmet, right?
Oh yeah, working, functioning, tracking, and like missile launch thing. It's like
We should send you to Ukraine.
Dude, I got nothing on the Ukraine soldiers there. The civilians there who are taking up arms. I am like super impressed with how that whole thing is going. And F Putin.
Yeah, I think we can all.
I
agree
hope
on that.
he doesn't subscribe to us on our podcast. F Putin. There
And
we
if
go.
you're subscribed, unsubscribe. We don't want you.
Unsubscribe, okay, Putin.
We're gonna find out and then we're gonna unsubscribe him. We're doing our part.
Oh man,
It's part of the sanctions. We're gonna get rid of him. But yeah, how does that helmet feel? By the way,
it's very uncomfortable and it smells like ass.
Why
And I
does it
don't know
smell?
Well, I think it's because it's been here, and it might have been on the ground, and I think one of the dogs pissed in it. I think it's something because it's a little musty in here.
I like the side view better than the front view. Can you give me a side view of the helmet?
Okay, you want this side with the bump on the head?
No,
What I'd
no,
like you to do is go side and then slowly turn and drop the scanner as you turn,
no.
Ready?
Emmanuel,
like a movie scene.
that looks okay. Because he's like hunched over, it looks terrible. Don't do that again. You look more badass like that. There you go. You don't have asthma, right?
I mean, I think I'm getting it.
All right.
What's the Canadian 911 number? So if you could pass out, we can call the police.
It's a
and help
great
you.
question.
It's actually 911, asshole.
Oh wow, how original.
It's
Once
the
again-
same thing.
Yeah, hi, my friend Boba Fett's passed out. Can you go get him?
Oh, it's very uncomfortable because
Well-
this is a kid's helmet. It does not fit an adult. So the inside of it fits the skull of a small toddler.
Why do you have it?
Myra got it for me for Valentine's Day.
She got you a kid's version.
Well, no, but it feels like a kid's version. It does not fit my head. It's like my eyeball is over here. People don't understand. My right eyeball is over here because otherwise I can't see anything.
Do you like Boba Fett more than you like the Mandalorian?
I like them both.
No, oh, such a Canadian
Yeah.
answer.
No, Boba Fett again. The guy had no lines. He was in the original Star Wars for 4.5 minutes? Not even. Wasn't it, like
I have to check in with Trudeau. I will be okay because you have one more punishment that you have to play
I do.
off.
I have one more.
I
yeah,
will
have
be
one more.
okay if you go to Timmy Hortons, but you have to walk in with
Okay,
that
that's-
on,
Oh,
videotape
wait, I
it.
did one better. For you. I did one better. So we were at the Avengers experience this weekend. Okay, the Marvel, the Marvel, the whole experience. They have it at the mall. So
He's
I
talking
brought
about
this.
how busy he's been.
Yeah, I know. I brought this. I brought this and took pictures throughout the whole thing with Thanos, Spider-Man, Thor. Everybody thought it was. They either thought it was stupid and ridiculous or brilliant. There was
You know what?
nothing in between.
You know why you were getting a look?
Why?
It's because the helmet probably smelled like shit.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Well, I'm glad you're wearing the helmet today to pay off the punishment, and it's a great
Yeah.
time to do it because we're actually going to talk movie villains today. And
Oh,
depending on how you feel about the Django or Boba Fett, they are
Okay.
technically movie villains. So they might be in this
They are.
discussion today.
I
So we're
can
going to
put
do
them
movie
in.
villains. We want to talk about fictional characters that you would like to run your sports organization, whether it be like a president or GM, whatever. And then we wanted to give you guys an update on what we're doing in the month of March. We're doing a little tournament, and we'll talk about that as well. So I know. Well, since you have the helmet on, we're talking. You are Django Fett or Boba Fett. Let's get
Yep.
right into the villains. So, favorite villains of all time, as far as movie villains, or least favorite. How do you want to approach this?
I'll go like most favorite villains, like the best villains, like the most evil people, the most evil villains.
Wait, no. So are we doing the ones that we like or the ones that we hate?
Let's just go all over the place.
Oh,
Let's just
really?
talk
Yeah.
villains, whatever.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
start with the bad guys. Just the ones
Yeah.
I'm going with who I hate.
Okay,
You guys
You want me
ready?
to go?
I got
I'm
a
ready.
big
Go ahead.
I got a
Mostly
big number one.
Favorites, so go for
Okay.
it. From ones you
All
hate.
right. My number one bad
Wait,
guy.
wait,
that
wait. Should we go backwards from 5 to 1?
Yeah, I got a list sound. You want me to?
I
do a list
have
sound for
I
you?
have like
5
10.
to 1.
All right,
No,
do
no,
your top
five.
five.
Top
All right, do your top
five.
five. I'll give you the sound.
Okay.
So, what's your number 5 most hated villain?
Yeah, let's start with like 5 with all 3 of us. We probably should have
Yeah.
talked about this beforehand.
Yeah.
Nah, I like doing fly. So, your number 5. Go ahead, Mikey.
All right, number 5, I am gonna go with a guy that I hated growing up. Is Shredder from the Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
He
God.
was awful, and why be so mean to the nice Ninja Turtles, man, and the rat? Like, oh man, Splinter. I hated that guy. I absolutely hated Shredder. He was the worst.
Okay. I wasn't a Ninja Turtle guy, so I don't really know much about Shredder. I can't add to the conversation there. I apologize.
All right,
Okay.
who's yours?
I got my number 5, but go ahead, Trudeau. You want to go first?
Well, I wasn't prepared for this conversation, so why don't you go and I'll think about my top
I'll
5.
go. So
Yeah, go for
my top 5. So the 5th one is Loki from the Thor series.
Oh,
What? Oh, he's.
I
He's
like
so good.
Loki.
I know,
yeah.
but he's a great villain. He's a friggin' amazing villain.
Yeah, but he's on my like list that I like. These are the ones
Like.
that I don't like.
Oh God.
There's bad guys you like. He's a good bad guy.
He's a good bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
he's a
don't.
bad guy. He's a
No.
bad guy. Okay.
All right, I
Loki's
think
a
I
good
got
one.
one. I'm gonna like be flying by the seat of my pants, so my list is gonna be all
Go.
over the place. So for my number 5, I'm picking a movie that is probably the worst of the series, and I'm gonna pick the villain in that movie. I love the Rocky series, one of my favorite series of all time. The worst Rocky by far is Rocky 5. In my opinion, that movie never existed, so I'm picking the villain, the kid boxer that Rocky trains up in Trenton.
Billy? Billy?
Tommy Morrison. is
Tommy.
my number 5 worst villain of all time.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That movie just arguably, like, the series 1 through 4 is fantastic. And spoiler alert on my favorite villains, another Rocky character made the list. But yeah, that movie number 5, awful. I will never watch that again, ever.
I don't mind it. All right, who we go in number 4? I want to hear Emmanuel's number 4. Loki's a
My number
good
4?
bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a good. Yeah, but I put him on. Yeah, so I think he's a good.
Is
a good
is
bad
Loki
guy.
a bad guy, but also the main character in that series as well?
He's a main character in Loki. There's Loki as well, but he grows on you. But at first, he was a real asshole, right? And he would stab you in the back 100 times over. But
That
he was a good
meme,
bad guy.
that meme
Good
that
bad
is like the one that is like, oh, very sad. Anyway, I love
Yeah.
that. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
very
great.
sad. Okay, so my number 4 is an evil bad guy.
Okay.
Who, so he's the villain from No Country for Old Men. The guy with
Okay.
the cow prod that would just be like completely stone cold. I liked it when he like flipped the coin, said pick a side, and he does. He said, "Oh, it's your lucky day." Otherwise,
Is
he would
that
have killed him.
movie worth watching? Because I know it's
100%.
It's good.
It's very good. Yeah, it's very good.
He
You just
seems like
hate
a
this guy.
badass, though. He seems like
He's
a
a
badass.
badass. Oh, 100%. He's a badass. Yeah.
I feel like if he's on your
Badass.
team, you love him.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in the same room as him. Like the way I'm judging it is, these are people I would never want to be in the same room with.
Okay.
I look at them as evil. Like if they're a bad guy, like I definitely don't want. And that's my number 4. So it gets better from here.
All right.
Okay.
Mikey,
True.
you can go. I need more time. Believe me, I'm making this up as we go along.
All
On
right.
the fly.
My number 4 bad guys from the Harry Potter series, Bellatrix Lestrange. I absolutely hate her throughout the whole.
The one with the glasses.
No, she's like the mean witch that kills. What's his
Oh,
name?
Okay.
Harry's uncle
Harry's
or
uncle, right,
godfather.
right.
No, Harry's godfather.
Yeah.
I thought you were going Voldemort.
Sirius
with that
Black.
one.
I like
Yeah,
Voldemort. Voldemort's on my good list.
He's on your good list.
I
Oh
like
my
Voldemort.
God.
I think Voldemort is misunderstood and a hard worker. He's
Okay, wait a minute. You are a manager at a Taco Bell. He comes in applying for a job. Do you give him a shot? Do you give him a shot on the line?
I'm on a fucking podcast with Boba Fett right now. I think
Your life
I
choices.
think he would
your
be
life
managed very, very well. So, but I
Which
absolutely
Which
What?
one's the son? Is Boba Fett the father or the son?
he's the
Father.
son.
He's the
Oh
son.
no, Boba
He's
Fett.
the son. Yes.
No. Oh, and
Yes.
it's,
Django's his dad.
Django is his dad. That's right.
I'm telling Boba Fett his actual like story. Get your shit straight.
I didn't make the movie. I'm not George Lucas's, protege. Come on.
All right,
Oh
I
man.
think I got a
I'm not-
good one for number 4 for myself.
Okay, go
All right.
ahead.
All right. After a solid 30 seconds of research, I'm nominating a villain that ruined my childhood for number 4.
Oh no, don't say it.
Scar.
Oh, that's my number 1.
He's an asshole, man.
Scar is the
Killed
worst.
his brother, Simba's dad, and he just tried to get rid of Simba too. I mean, come on, Scar. Why was he so
Oh.
mad? Like,
Because his name in like
that is
Swahili
fucked up, huh?
means trash.
You know what though? I think I sympathize for Scar because his name was Scar, and it was only because he had a scar. So he was probably just a
Yeah.
normal lion, and everyone's like, "Hey, look at this jackass with the scar," and they just called him Scarred. He was probably pissed off about it.
Scar was a legit bad guy though. Like, how do you
Yeah,
just
he
kill
was
your
a good-
brother and then try to kill
Yep.
your nephew?
Yep.
That's crazy. And he
All
just
right.
showed no remorse. Nope. He's the worst.
Sorry, I stole your number 1. Stole your thunder on that one.
I know. I got to figure out. I got some other ones.
All right. Emmanuel, do you want to go next for your
Yep,
third?
sure.
All right.
So
give me-
I have number 3 is I had it on the top of my head.
Oh,
Hold
you
on.
have
I can't see, so I'm going by memory. It's Jabba the Hutt.
oh God.
What?
Jabba
Why?
the Hutt.
Yeah,
Yes, Jabba
why?
the Hutt.
Is it
He's an
worse? Is it
evil-
like just the worst villain? Like it's no one cares
Well,
about?
Yeah, and I'm not judging because of his weight. Like he literally was an evil guy. He'd like eat his pets that he would have, and he would like eat them, and then he'd have like women as sex slaves. Right,
He's
right.
making-
So this is, and it's an analogy to the greedy, billionaire bankers, whatever you want to try to call it. Like, it's basically an analogy for that. The indulgence. It's the indulgence. It's like evil, like do everything you can just to benefit yourself. That's.
I think you made a good point on eating your pets and having sex slaves. Like,
Yeah, like
argue
that's
that.
pretty bad. That's pretty.
I'm just
bad.
gonna say, technically, Emmanuel worked for him, so maybe we don't know something. Maybe he didn't give him the right 1099, or probably maybe he was supposed to be a W-2 job employee,
Oh, man.
or what. But yeah, no, I don't agree with that. Jabba the Hutt's not a real
Okay.
bad guy.
My number 2 is good though. My number 2 is good.
that was 3, so we both have to go with our third. Mike, you want to go or do you want me to go? Because I got one ready. if you're
Yeah,
ready.
you can go, and then I'll go.
Again with a whole 1 minute of investigation. This is a good one. It's unorthodox. It's not your traditional villain like evil. I'm trying to take over the world, but just an evil person that unanimously through history people look at and say that's a fucked up person. Nurse Ratchet from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh yeah, she was mean, man.
She
Oh.
was
They-
straight evil.
They made us watch that in high school, Trudeau, remember? And
I don't, but I watched it recently. That movie's really good.
really, really good. But she's awful. She's terrible. And you think she's gonna come around, and she just never does.
No,
She's
she
the
like
worst.
drove the guy to like kill himself. Like just terrible, terrible person. That's my number 3. Worse than Scar, who
Oh.
killed his own brother.
No, Scar killed his own brother. Like that's
No,
legit.
yes, exactly.
This lady just hates her job. Like maybe it would have all changed if she like was one of those, those roller derby girls, the ones that would go around. I feel like she'd be good at that. Maybe that's what she should have done instead of been a nurse.
Mm.
All right, I'm going with a really great movie, and the bad guy there, I kept on wanting to lose. He finally lost in the end, so I'm going with Warden Norton from Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a really
that's
good
a good
one.
one. That's a very
Also,
good one.
excellent movie.
Very, very good movie. But you think he's gonna change with the whole Tommy scene, and he just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
doesn't, and
He doesn't,
he's the
yeah.
worst after that. And
There's no redemption for that Shawshank guy.
no,
No.
so it ended the way that it did. So Putin, take notes. Next.
Manuel, lead us
Okay.
off with your number 2. You said you had a good
So
one.
my number 2, okay, my number 2 is the Joker. And I mean like Heath Ledger Joker, okay? Or the pencil scene, come on, when he kills the guy with a pencil, that was pretty bad ass, okay? But that he's like the most like insane, effed up, like, and that's not my number 1. I have the
No.
best number 1. All of you will say, oh yeah, wait till I say my number 1.
No,
Oh yeah.
because the
Well,
Joker should be in like the best bad guys.
Mhm.
Like he was one of the only bad guys that didn't really have any underlining reason why he was doing it. He's just
Yes, he did.
purely
He
What?
he got thrown into a vat of acid.
no. He wanted
And
to
he had a
just be a
permanent
bad
smile
guy.
face in it. Yeah, but he was a bad guy, but he was also mentally unstable. He's a bad guy. Okay, my
Coming from-
definition of bad guys. Okay.
All right. What? This list I'm looking at has Simon Cowell on it from the X Factor.
Yeah? Oh, then that's the wrong list.
Simon Cowell.
Okay.
Nominating him as
I
the
got my number 1. I got my number
All right,
1.
no, I got my
All
number
right.
2. I got number 2. This is a little unorthodox. I probably put him too high, but I ran out of. I'm here now, so we're gonna just go with it. A villain that not only ruined the show, or not a villain that was not only a bad guy that killed a lot of people, but ruined a whole series for me. Negan from The Walking Dead.
Huh?
Because as soon as he came on the show, the whole thing went downhill, and he just destroyed the show. And he beat people to death with bats. I mean, pretty messed up.
Yeah.
I like that pick. I like Negan a lot. So I'm still
Yeah.
watching The Walking Dead. I watched
Are
it
you
last
really?
night.
Are they
Yeah,
still making it?
it's actually really good. It's gotten better. It's gotten a lot better. So it's the last season. So I'm kind of like, all right. But I watched
to be
all the way
fair,
through.
I'm surprised you thought all the way through. I stopped
thought-
watching. I think after the season after that. Spoiler alert that Stephen Yoon died with a baseball bat from
Yeah.
Negan. I stopped watching after that.
Well, a lot of people have dropped off since Rick's
Yeah.
gone. Carl's dead. It was
Carl's
So-
dead. Spoiler alert.
What? Carl's dead?
Carl got bit.
Can we all be
So-
honest though? We're all kind of happy that happened, right? He was the worst.
I met the actor with Colton,
Really?
and he was
Really?
really nice. Really, really
Of
nice
course
kid.
they are. They're always nice people.
So
These
no,
actors
I
that
didn't
play
want to
bad
see him
people
die.
are always nice. Okay.
He wasn't the headliner since he died. Daryl was.
Okay.
But all right. So am I up?
Yeah, you're number 2.
I'm gonna
Movie villain
move
of all
my
time.
2 to Scar so that I have someone that's
Oh, okay.
worse than
Who hit you
Scar.
with-
Oh, really? Okay.
So we can just
Oh.
skip my number 2.
Just to clarify this list, it's not your favorite movie villains. It's the most evil or the worst.
The most
Yeah.
evil, worst. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
your
All right.
number 1 most evil, worst movie villain of all time is
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Oh, me? Okay. My number 1 most evil villain in history is Hans Landa from Inglorious Bastards, the Nazi, the
No,
Nazi.
yeah.
You
He
never
is
watched Inglorious Bastard?
He is on my most favorite villains of all time.
No,
I've
he's
never watched it.
absolutely the most evil
You've
guy.
wait, time out. You've never watched Inglourious Bastards?
No.
Oh my
Mikey, I'm
god!
telling you right now, you need to
Mikey?
leave the podcast and watch it. It's one of
Go watch it right now.
I
You
just
watch
got back.
Mac and Me? Wait a minute. You watch Mac and Me instead of Inglorious Bastards? You
I was
watched Mac and
forced
Me
to.
Before?
I was forced to.
Inglorious
I've been
Bastards
back
was
for
amazing.
I've been back for 20 minutes with you clowns. You're already kicking me off.
no, but seriously, it's probably one of my top 10 movies of all time. Like it's
100%. So am I
so
wrong
good.
with Hans Landa?
Yes, you're wrong. He is a fantastic villain. He is one of
He's
the
a
best.
great
villains of all
fantastic. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not
but-
wrong, right?
I got you one better. So you went with Hans as the most evil, which I don't think he's the most
Yeah.
evil. Because he was very
Really?
smart. He was very smart and he was kind of just following orders. He didn't want to be evil. Although he was kind of an
Okay.
evil person. I have another person that's kind of in the same
Okay.
realm as Hans. I went with the
Okay.
same idea. I took Amon Goth from oh god damn it.
He was so good as the bad guy. We forgot the movie he was in.
What's the
Hans
Holocaust
Landa.
movie I'm thinking about? That's in all in black and
Oh,
white.
Schindler's List?
Yes.
Yes.
He is the
Okay.
SS officer in
Yeah.
Schindler's List, and he ran a
Yes.
concentration camp. How can you be
Notice
worse
the
than that?
theme here. Notice the Nazi theme here is going. So you
Mike
better have a
Wonder
freaking
is
Nazi.
Hitler.
It's
Mike-
really
Mikey, you
it's
better
really
have a
dark.
Nazi.
I
You better have
do
a
in the
Nazi.
sense. I do in the
Okay.
Muggle. I mean the
Oh,
in the Harry Potter world.
Oh God.
I'm going.
Okay.
Dolores Umbridge is absolutely like. There's one lady I've never would hit another person.
Have you read any other books other than Harry Potter?
But Dolores Umbridge was one of those characters. I just even when I saw her in the last movie, I just hated her. She's the absolute worst. Well, she wasn't in the last movie, but the one before that, she's the worst. I'm sorry.
Manuel, I was almost going to nominate for my number one from Inglourious Bastards, just Hitler.
Hitler in general? No, that's
Not
a real
fictional
person.
character.
You got to be a fictional character. Like I thought somebody was going to choose Hans Gruber or another Hans from Die Hard, right?
Oh, but I liked him. I
like
thought he
him.
was a
Liked
good
him?
bad guy. I thought he was another good bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
There's-
your definition of bad guys are wrong.
I think
think
if
you
it's a
don't
bad guy that
understand.
if it's a bad guy that you end up by like finding an attachment, like this bad guy's awesome, then it's a good bad guy. Like the Joker,
Yeah.
you nominated the Joker, the Heath Ledger Joker.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
bad guy was awesome. So
Yeah,
like,
he
That's a
was
number
great.
one. That's a
Yeah,
number
yeah.
one bad guy.
But look, look, Hans Landa was also a great evil villain, but super smart. And he basically, like you said, he did everything for his own benefit, and he was just pure evil. He was absolutely pure evil. But the way that he, did his whole to get you to kind of sweat it out, the way that he basically sat there and question you, and then would have no issue with killing you right there on the spot. That's Hans.
I think Emmanuel did the assignment wrong. So I want to see
Maybe
his
I did.
next
to be
one.
fair, we did the assignment like 10 minutes before the show.
Yeah. Well, that's
All
my
right.
list.
So
I'm
we're
sticking to
going.
it.
Do you
We're
want to do
going
a
to the
list
next
for
one.
the good your favorite ones or just spitball?
Yeah.
Let's go. You want to do a list?
Let's just talk about favorite ones.
Okay.
Let's just.
Okay, favorite ones.
Because
All
I
right.
want to nominate one right off the bat.
All right, go ahead.
Definitely like a shitty bad guy is like not like a super villain, but with not like great powers. But just I love him because he's hilarious. The Juggernaut.
Oh yeah,
Deadpool, he was awesome.
Deadpool. That's a good one. Oh,
He just
that's a good
runs
one.
through walls. The Juggernaut. No one can stop him when he starts running. It's amazing.
That's an amazing Halloween costume.
That's a
Someone should
very
be
good
the
one.
Juggernaut.
What
That's
is
a
it?
good
Okay,
one.
so-
What is the hot? You just gotta get jacked and bulky.
Yeah, you just got to basically get like a wrestler suit and then like I don't
A
know, like
cement
pla-
helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine it would be like wearing this. Okay, so one of my favorite villains would be Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Is
Was
Gollum
he a
like,
bad guy?
Yeah, he was like he killed.
not
like,
precious?
he's
Yeah.
he's precious. Yeah, but he's a bad guy. He's an evil guy.
He's the worst. He probably goes on like my list of least favorite bad guys.
Least favorite? I
He's
thought
the
he was
worst.
great.
He seems
thought he was
weak.
great.
Yeah. I just want to put Gollum versus the Juggernaut. Let me ask you who's gonna win that
Okay.
one.
Yeah. Juggernaut versus Gollum. Juggernaut. No, because Gollum would go invisible with the ring and then stab him in the back.
That's what they got to do. They should make an app where the bad guys, you can put bad guys in, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And literally have them duel and see who would win.
Okay.
Isn't it like
Okay.
they got like Marvel video games that are kind of like that?
Yeah.
They're like fighting games. You have anyone, Mikey, you want to throw in for your favorite villains? I have a whole list. So
I got a whole list. I will go my next one. I will go Hector Barboza from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh.
Is it the captain?
Yeah.
That's the captain.
Yeah, captain
Yeah.
with the tentacles. The tentacles.
I liked him. I
Yeah.
liked him.
Yeah.
It's just the starter. It's not my favorite. It's
I don't
just one
feel
of
like he
those
had
guys that I like.
personality. He was just kind of there. It was like, I'm the bad guy. I went with guys with personality.
No, he has personality. He gets what's her name to come onto the boat, and then it's like, hey, you want to stay on this boat? And then the crew likes him. He's got a monkey. How sick is that? Like, and he's a pirate. I like him.
Oh, he's a pirate.
Pirates are drunk half the time. What kind of personality can they really build? So, yeah, I liked Hector Barboza. I had to learn his first name because I just know him as Captain Barboza. So, yeah, that's who I went with.
I wanted to nominate like all the bad guys from the Quentin Tarantino movies because I love
really?
the characters he creates in his movies.
Yeah.
Obviously, we talked about Hans Landa from Inglourious
Yeah.
Bastards. He's probably one of my top favorite villains just because like Christoph Waltz is just so charismatic
Yeah,
in
he's
that role.
unbelievable.
And
Yeah.
he's just so clever and just evil and just man,
Yeah.
he owns that role. So I loved that one. I'm just gonna throw out another one too from that line of movies. It's
Okay.
Calvin Candy from Django Unchained, which was Leonardo DiCaprio's character.
Yeah, Leonardo, and so Leonardo, that was one of his best acting roles as well. Like that was one of his best acting roles. And I heard that behind the scenes, he didn't want to say the N-word throughout the whole thing, and he had to, that's a pretty hard thing to do that and pull it off and be able to do that.
Tarantino loves that.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
But he
Mikey,
was so uncomfortable apparently.
Have you watched Django Unchained? Because you didn't watch Inglourious Bastards.
No, I didn't watch.
Dude, you need to start watching these movies.
Dude, oh God, do you have a TV? Do you actually have a TV?
I do stuff called go outside and
Oh,
enjoy my day
God.
and stuff. I'm not home with my helmet on like this one over here.
Okay, now I have a problem. In about 30 seconds, I'm gonna have a problem. Okay,
Why?
But anyways,
You have to sneeze.
because my no,
He's gotta
because-
sneeze?
wait, no, because my kids got me this.
Not our problem.
I can't.
No.
I don't know.
He's got to eat it with it on
Emmanuel,
after his
what's-
last comment.
Have you seen all the Tarantino movies?
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
watched them all.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite couple of movies from him? Sorry to interrupt this whole conversation.
Well, Django Unchained for sure.
Probably Kill Bill. Kill Bill will probably be up there.
I didn't like Kill Bill as much.
I love
wow.
the scene where
Reservoir Dogs was one of the best ones.
Never seen
too.
that
I loved
movie.
Reservoir. I thought it was amazing. It was very, very well done, and yeah, just so many references to things. It was so well done. That's one of my favorites.
did you not
Okay,
like
I
the
don't-
scene in Kill Bill where she takes on like the entire Crazy 88 like Uma Thurman? That's one of the most badass scenes.
Yeah,
in
it is.
cinematography.
Not my favorite movie, but yeah.
Have you seen any of those movies, Mikey?
No.
Damn.
Dude.
I did watch, and I know Emmanuel, I don't know if he forgot this or if it's on his list, or he might bullshit that it's on his list. But because of Emmanuel, I watched, what was that? Fight Club.
Oh,
The bad guy in Fight Club. That's Emmanuel's favorite movie.
Tyler Durst.
Brad Pitt.
That guy should be on a list of great bad guys.
What is it? Durden. Tyler Durden.
Durden, yeah, my bad. It was Durden.
Yeah, Tyler Durden. I watched that movie. I told you the story. I went on a business trip and I was in the middle of bumfuck whatever, like stupid, like I was in the middle of nowhere and I had nothing to do and I had meetings the next day and I stayed up late. And I said, what am I going to do that night? So I went to go get some food and then I went and said, I'll go to the movies and see if there's anything there. Fight Club. Oh, what the hell is this? And I sat down and I watched it. That movie changed my life. That was an amazing movie. I walked out of that movie thinking, holy shit, That was such a well done movie. Okay, I have another favorite villain,
Go ahead.
Okay.
and I like the actor for this as well. So Thanos
Yeah, that's a good
as
one.
an actor, Josh Brolin played Thanos absolutely amazing. And again, you never got to see him; it was all motion capture. But I thought that was like so well done, and he's such an evil villain, but yet you feel for him, you love him, right?
Yeah, he's a really good bad guy. Like
Yeah.
that's a solid pick.
I
He's
think I know why. I think somebody's eaten in this helmet because now I know why. Because there's probably food stuck to the inside somewhere.
when Ray has a bad day, he puts it on. he
really
shame
hard to
eats.
eat it.
He shame eats in front of the
That's-
mirror.
The best part is, Mikey, that now that he's eating, you can tell that the helmet's sideways for him to see through it because it's like crooked as he eats.
Well, remember, if he takes it off, he can't be a Mandalorian. He's gotta wear it, even when they eat.
This is the way. This is so uncomfortable, guys. Oh my
It's not
god.
our problem. Don't
I'm getting a
lose.
headache.
Stop
Pick
losing.
better. Pick better. We gave
Oh man.
we gave Trudeau no,
That's true.
mercy for his
That's
30
The only
losses.
one that got mercy was you wearing that stupid face tattoo that you did.
Yeah, no, that was. a
Hey,
good
the
one.
face
That's
tattoo is good. You're talking about the captain's hat.
Mhm.
Speaking of Boba Fett, one of my favorite villains, and he has no dialogue, I don't think, in the entire movie, but I still love him because he's just a badass in the Star Wars universe. And we talked about him, I think, a couple weeks ago. Darth Maul is my favorite Sith.
Really? Yeah,
I
yeah.
love Darth Maul.
We talked about this. He's a very good evil villain, and just super like you just do not want to
I
meet that
think-
guy at back alley.
I'm trying to think. Do you think Darth Maul could take out Darth Vader? I feel like maybe. Like Darth Maul wasn't. the guy-
No.
No.
Darth Maul might have been all right. Here, let me retract that. If it was just a straight up sword fight, Darth Maul would win, right? Because Darth Maul didn't have any he didn't use any force powers, but his sword skills was like the best in the universe.
Yeah,
Darth
but-
Vader's a badass, man.
Yeah, Darth Vader would just like
Yeah.
crack his neck. He would just go like this.
Right, but we're
Okay.
talking about that's different. Like force power, Darth Vader, absolutely. But like
Yeah.
if it was just a lightsaber fight,
Yeah.
All right. One of the coolest scenes
Okay.
ever is in The Mandalorian when Luke Skywalker appears on the ship, like comes up
Yeah.
and kills all of those. Darth Vader would have smoked those things by himself with like his pinky. He wouldn't even need anything.
Yeah.
Darth-
Yeah.
I have a nominee for favorite villain. Anakin
Okay.
Skywalker when he slaughters all the children.
Oh yeah.
The younglings? The younglings?
Younglings.
Younglings.
Dude, yeah.
Younglings.
Dude, he was the worst. He was the worst. All right.
Yeah. Episode 2 was terrible. I couldn't stand that movie.
It
Go ahead.
wasn't that bad.
Okay.
We were kids. We were young when that came
It was
out.
like episode 1 was dope because they introduced Anakin and it was like the pod racing. Episode 2 was just like a love story, and I just
I just thought the Jedi were going to be way cooler, and they weren't.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were just a bunch of jerks.
are you a Sith Lord?
Self-centered jerks. I did like Count Dooku, but he wouldn't make my list.
No. Yeah. Count Dooku was a cool. Like he
No one said
stole
it
so many lightsabers. Yeah.
You're talking
that
about
was
General
cool.
Grievous.
Oh, Grievous, the one
Yeah.
with all of the yeah.
They got to make a movie of him. He's got a good backstory.
Yeah, he's got a good backstory. Yeah.
All right. My next guy is from a TV series because Trudeau went Negan. So I'm going to go. And I'm going to go with Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. You guys never
Really?
watched Breaking Bad? The chicken guy?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
the worst,
100%.
but he's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, how do you
Oh.
not? He's always a step ahead. He was a really good bad guy.
Yeah, Gus Fring was very good. But okay, counter to that, one of the most evil guys though, and that because he still had a bit of like he had morals and stuff like that. But the two brothers who were
Oh,
just
yeah.
automatons that would just go and kill, and they were the best. I love the way they died as well. It was great.
Spoiler.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah, whoever's listening to this, we've probably ruined a lot of really good movies and shows for you. Sorry, man. Actually, we helped him with The Walking Dead, though.
Okay, Mikey,
Apparently.
anybody who's watching this podcast probably has watched movies in their life. The only one that hasn't watched movies here is you.
Mikey. Yeah. He's watched
I'm
back.
Like Inglorious Bastards, you haven't watched? Come on.
Watch it. It's really good, man. BJ Novak from The Office is in it.
I know BJ Novak's on it. I'll put it as my
Yeah.
because after working with kids all day, I want to go home and watch
Yeah.
kill movies and Nazi movies. Yeah, no, I haven't watched Schindler's List either, so that's another one I'll put on the list.
Oh my god. Wow.
It's a long one.
Okay.
I did watch Encanto, and that was good. All right, Trudeau, you're up, or is it Emmanuel?
I'll go because Manuel's eating his Blizzard.
Yeah.
So I alluded to earlier that I wanted to come back to the Rocky because I thought that Tommy from Rocky 5 was one of the worst. One of my favorite villains of all time. If he dies, he dies. Ivan Drago from Rocky 4.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Like
Mhm.
just like that. It was a Dolph Lundgren. Like his
Yeah, Dolph
his
Lundgren.
physique in that movie is ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
just jacked and giant.
That
Dolph
was.
Lundgren.
You just want to see his ass get handed to him too after what he does.
Oh yeah.
But poor Apollo.
That's gonna be the story of Russia and Ukraine. I'm telling you, Ukraine, little Rocky, they're gonna fight back.
What's the it was The Office when he's like, name a black guy that I trust better, and someone says Jesus. He says Apollo Creed. Michael Scott goes, so Jim says Jesus, and he's like Apollo Creed.
Oh god.
That show, man. Oh man. I feel like that's who would run Emmanuel's team is Michael Scott. But anyway, what about Tommy DeVito from Goodfellas? What do you guys think about him?
Gangster.
I liked him as a bad guy.
Gangster. As a bad guy. Gangster.
Why'd you call him a gangsta?
Gangster? Because I'm Boba Fett. I can call him whatever I want, dude.
Solid point.
All right, we got any more? Or are we moving? I think
I
we're
got
moving.
I had some, but this is a whole cast of them.
Okay, go for it. Rapid fire. Wait, rapid fire. Go. I'm gonna give you the.
He's going the minions.
Okay, ready?
Wait, but after everyone, just give me a quick second to play a sound. Go for it.
Okay. No, really?
Go.
Okay. The Terminator, the T-1000, the T-5000, the Rev-9, the TX from Terminator 3, and then the girl. The Terminator, the
This is
female
like
Terminator.
Boba Fett trying to
is
make it.
shitty.
This is Boba Fett trying to make
Shittiest
his
list.
birthday party list. You just heard in real life what Boba Fett's birthday party when he would be making a list would sound like.
This is
I want
his life.
T1, Cucumber Man, the girl.
You just like name up all these Terminators, like Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Terminator 4,
No!
Terminator 18, the girl Terminator,
There's-
the
there's
child
even-
Terminator.
The bad
There's a
guy
big-
from the Smurfs.
No, that guy was pretty badass. Okay.
Oh man.
There was T-5000, the T-1000, the Rev-9, the TX from Terminator 3. So, yeah, there's a lot of them.
If you wanted an inside look at what Putin's war room looks like right now, Manuel is doing it.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, God.
Great
All
list,
right.
Manuel. Great list. I just want
There you
to
go.
I'll empty my chamber right now and give you the last ones I had on my
There
list.
you go.
Magneto from the X-Men. Magneto, I don't know why he's pretty cool. And who else am I missing? Hannibal Lecter, evil ass villain.
Yeah?
Super
Yeah.
maniacal, just very methodical. And then I have
What's the best kill? What's his best kill? Hannibal Lecter's best kill?
The guard.
The guard? The what? No. What did he do to the guard?
Doesn't he call him over and like
and stab him and eat him.
yeah, like eat him?
No. The best one when he gets the guy in Italy and he basically has the guy and he throws him off of the balcony and he cuts him open and he hangs him. So when he falls out, all his guts fall out. That was like the best kill
Oh.
scene.
That's
Dark
That was
Emmanuel.
the best-
yeah.
Yeah, that was the best kill scene.
You need to take that thing off soon.
I think
You're
this is
changing.
This is changing me.
You're becoming evil. My last one, I just want to throw out. This was actually a nominee I should have put for like the most evil of the villains. I don't know.
Mhm.
Mikey probably never saw this movie because he hasn't watched a movie in his life. But Emmanuel, you would know this movie. The movie Seven Kevin Spacey.
Oh, yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
watched that one. Thank you very much.
Did you?
Mhm.
Yeah, explain it to me. What's it about?
It's about these two investigators who are trying to like figure out who the crime, like who did all this nonsense.
That
And then
could've
at the
been any movie
end,
so far.
at the end, okay, there's a box waiting for the main character, okay, and it's his wife's head.
Yeah,
Spoiler
that
alert.
was the worst.
So
Okay.
you're welcome. I watched that
Hey,
when I was
guys,
like 12.
Great movie.
I gotta go to the washroom. Do I still have to use this?
No, you gotta keep it on.
Okay, this is gonna. Okay, I gotta go to the washroom.
Now that I
man.
think about it, is that
Hey,
like what you
Manuel,
and Myra do on your
He's
free
using,
time?
I think he's using headphones, so he can probably still hear us as he goes to take a shit.
Oh
which is
yeah.
hilarious.
No, I'm gonna pause it.
40 minutes
I hope,
in.
I
You
hope we can hear
can't
him
wait.
peeing on the microphone in there.
I'm gonna pause. Hold on. Let's see if I can pause
Okay,
this. Hey, can you
Alright.
hear this?
No, we
Trudeau-
can't
Can you hear this?
Can't
I-
hear you.
I
Go ahead,
think with
Mikey.
I think with time
Yeah, you can hear it.
we can hear you. I think
You can
with
hear it.
the amount
Jesus
of time
Christ,
we're gonna
Manuel,
have
get the hell
left,
out of here. Go piss.
I think we're gonna have to go into our what we're doing for March.
All right, let's get right into that. Or do you want to wait for Emmanuel? Did you want to just talk about the teams you want running your organization really quick, or the teams? that you
No,
want
let's
characters?
let's save that for another time because then Emmanuel can be a part of it, and I really wanted to hear what Emmanuel had to say with it. So I think explaining it and then going over some, and then Emmanuel can chime in as he goes.
Why don't we knock out the big baller bucket then, and we'll start that process because I know Emmanuel.
Let's pick
probably
Emmanuel's team,
Pick Emmanuel's
please.
ball. Let's give him Orlando Magic. All right, so let's do the big baller bucket. Now, those who've listened this far realize that Emmanuel sounds like an idiot because he's wearing a Boba Fett hat right now. It's a full helmet. He's wearing it because he lost the big baller bucket previously, which is a bi-weekly basketball challenge, and he's back. So we're
There
gonna
is no way he washed his hands.
yeah, he definitely didn't wash his hands. That was really fast. He can't hear us. He definitely didn't wash his hands. He's touching all of his computer stuff with his dirty pee
And
hands.
he's looking down. Did he get caught in the zipper? He might get caught in the zipper.
I think he peed in a jug in the corner of the room instead.
That's actually a Portuguese thing. But they use buckets. They don't use jars.
There,
All
can
right,
you guys
so-
hear me?
Yeah,
No.
we can.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. What's
can't
the
hear you.
chances you?
Hold on.
Okay.
Did you wash your hands, Emmanuel?
I can't hear you.
That's a no. He's trying to play it off.
Hold on.
All right, so let's talk about the big baller bucket. So again, it's a bi-weekly challenge. We get assigned an NBA team. If that team has a losing
There,
record,
can you
we
guys
get
hear me now?
punishment. The punishment could be anything
Yeah.
from wearing a Boba Fett helmet on the podcast to eating a hot pepper, yada yada yada. So,
Okay.
without further ado, and one last thing: first ball is optional. You can throw it back. Second is last and final. Just to clarify things, I will start with the drawing this week. I'll draw first. We'll go me, Mikey, Emmanuel. You can go last. So,
Okay.
without further ado, let's introduce the big baller bucket.
I'm undefeated, never lost.
All right, it's been a while. I think it's almost been a
Yeah.
month from this thing because we had.
I
you
know.
Mhm.
It's been so nice.
It was very nice. Good news.
Did we
is-
all win last time, Trudeau?
We did, yeah.
Okay.
The good news is the NBA season's coming to an end, so we're almost done with this torture.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go first. I got the balls in my hand. My first pick is bye week. So
Okay.
I'm here for the next 2 weeks. Put that aside.
How
Mike,
convenient.
it's been
How
a really,
convenient. We haven't seen any. We don't see your
I'll tell you
hands.
what, because I love you guys, I'll put the bye ball back in the bucket.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
you have the chance of drawing it.
All
Okay.
right. All right.
Mike, here you go.
If it's not a buy, I don't accept it.
Detroit Pistons. That's going back, right?
Back. Yeah, I don't want the fucking Pistons. They suck.
Oh. I hope I get the Raptors this week.
God, that sucks for you. Your ball is Emmanuel's choice.
Wait, what?
Emmanuel can
I
pick
get to
the
pick?
team. Yeah, you get to pick his
Who's
team.
the worst team? Hold on.
No,
really
Emmanuel,
worst
you
team?
wouldn't do that.
I'll let you think
Okay.
on it. Emmanuel, we'll draw
Okay,
your ball
well, you know
first.
what? I'll pick I'll pick the Bulls.
Okay, thanks,
a good
Emmanuel.
team.
That's nice
Okay.
of you.
Okay.
They're
All right,
losing
Emmanuel.
right now, but
I know. I'm picking the Bulls.
all right.
All right,
I'm pissed
Manuel,
off
here's
at
your
them.
pick.
Okay, go.
Toronto.
Yes.
Are you kidding?
I got my 3 wishes.
This
came
is so
true.
rigged. It's
My
unbelievable.
3 wishes came true.
Recount the votes. So let's
Of course, the schedule for the Bulls is Atlanta, Milwaukee, 76ers. Then it's like Detroit, Cleveland, Sacramento, Utah, Phoenix, Toronto. Hey, we play each other.
Oh, there we go.
Cleveland's
I'm
good,
pissed
by
off
the
with the
way.
Bulls, though. I'm pissed off with the Bulls. Oh wait, there's a game right now going on against the Nets and the Raptors. I wonder what the
Yeah,
game
you're
was.
gonna lose that game.
Hey Google, what's the score of the Raptors game?
In the middle of a podcast,
I know.
Emmanuel.
This dude
Let's-
goes and takes a shit.
Oh, they're winning. They're winning.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Oh my
78 to
goodness.
He goes and
54.
shits in the middle of the podcast, interrupts the whole thing, doesn't wash his hands.
Doesn't wash his
hands.
hands.
I
Hell's wrong
did.
with you?
He's laughing harder because he
helmet
knows
off.
it's
Take
true.
the helmet off. It's ruining this show.
I'm just gonna lay down at this point. Guys, I'm going to California again next week and the week after.
He's never coming back. Oh man! All right, so let's talk about the tournament. So last year we did the same thing. Month of March, obviously a very big month for college basketball. You know, you've all heard this term March Madness. They have the men's and women's college basketball tournaments. So last year we had a good time. We made our own tournament with the snack foods. So like your Reese's Cup, your Kit Kat, your Pringles, everything you can think of as far as like snack foods. We wanted to do something similar again this year. It's still kind of March snackness because it's food based, but we went with chain dining establishments or chain restaurants. So it includes not only sit down restaurants like Applebee's and TGI Fridays, but it also has your fast foods, McDonald's, Burger King, and some things that you wouldn't consider like food options. So more like a Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, like a drink option. We made our tournament. We actually took all the people on the show and some other folks, and we did like an internal ranking, and we came up with a 64 team tournament. So the 4-1 seeds for our tournaments, these are the 4 teams or the 4 restaurant establishments that we thought were probably the highest. How did you guys do it, by the way? Because I did it like my personal opinion on how I enjoy the restaurant or just how I think people view them. How did you kind of make your own rankings on this?
Well, I went by the ones I go to the most that I really enjoyed, and then I went backwards from there. So I picked my top ones first, the ones that I enjoy at least going out on from a fast food perspective. Ones
Okay.
I would visit the most.
So go ahead, Mike.
I went one by one. So if I didn't like it, I gave it a low one. If I liked it, I gave it a high one. If I was iffy about it, I looked at yours and Emmanuel's score and made sure to give you nothing.
That's the way to do it.
How about
So-
you, Trudeau? How did you go?
I just did things that like I would realistically eat. So like for example, Golden Corral sounds like diarrhea. I gave that a 1.
I give $20 that at the Trudeau household, they have a bigger baller bucket for how they eat.
Yeah.
They just pull out.
That would be
And they go-
fun. That would be actually kind of fun. Just like, what am I going to go eat tonight? And just a ping pong balls worth of like either like high class dining or you're eating, I don't know, Taco Bell that night, which is still pretty solid. But so yeah,
Taco Bell is not solid.
No, not at all,
It's
Steve.
not
Wait,
solid. After
you guys are
eat Taco
haters,
Bell,
man.
You're definitely not gonna.
I'm
have
not
solid.
saying Taco Bell's like I'm taking out like a fancy date, but Taco Bell is like a solid.
Okay.
If I want like something quick to eat, Taco Bell is way better than McDonald's, way better than Burger King. Like
No
a
way.
chalupa from
Burger
Taco
King
Bell,
flame
fantastic.
broiled burger. Oh,
Oh man. So let me just get this straight. So Emmanuel and Trudeau plan a date to go hang out. First, they take out the bigger baller bucket. They pick their whatever Taco Bell. Then they take these juicy dinners and they bring them on trays to their local movie theater, which Trudeau I think's against or whatever. And they watch these very bloody bad movies that are just purely of just people dying. And that is what you two knuckleheads would do.
that's It's a good
Sounds
night.
like a nice
That's,
night.
that's a date
Yeah,
night.
I like
That sounds like
that.
a good night. I'll meet you there.
What's wrong with
Oh,
that?
man. Nothing's
Oh.
wrong. Nothing. For everybody that's tuning in, please save me.
But our 1 seeds, which we kind of all had in high regards, were Chipotle, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, and In-N-Out Burger. 4 pretty good places. I know, Mike, you had In-N-Out Burger recently, right?
Yeah, for the first time, me and my wife went when we were in LA, and it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't
How long was the
anything.
lineup? How long was the lineup?
It wasn't long at all. It
Really?
was
Oh.
long with from like a car perspective. We went inside to eat,
Oh,
and it
okay.
wasn't that bad. But
Yeah, you
it-
got to you got to order in the car. That's the whole point of it.
I feel like that In-N-Out Burger is what the McDonald's brothers. I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie Founder.
Yeah.
What it was supposed to be.
Exactly. 100%. 100%.
That's it.
But it's the best. It's the best. It was great. It's so nostalgic for LA. Anybody who's gone to LA, they know In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah. Well,
So
it's
nostalgic.
only in LA.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point.
Exactly what the
You can
McDonald's
only go
brothers
and
want.
get it. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a documentary with the We Got Balls logo and really dive in. The colors are the same. the signature signs, what the McDonald's guys wore. Yeah, there you go.
There you
So
go.
just to kind of give some perspective for the audience, so we do have this tournament. We're going to actually be running it through the entire month of March, and you, the listener, will decide what restaurants advance in this tournament. All you have to do is check out our Twitter at Gutballs Podcast, and basically every day we'll put out 4 or 5 polls of the matchup. So, like for example, Starbucks, the number 1 seed, is playing the number 16 seed Long John Silver's, and you're going to get a question saying, what place is better, or some variation of like what restaurant do you prefer, and the one with the most votes will move on in the tournament. And I'm looking at some of these matchups. I'm wondering if you guys see any upsets in this bracket. I have a couple I think might be upsets. So I see number 3 seed Cheesecake Factory versus number 14 seed Taco Bell. And I know you guys hated on Taco Bell a minute ago. I feel like Taco Bell is going to be a Cinderella of this tournament. And gonna
No way. No
far.
way. Cheesecake Factory has a book for a menu.
That's
Taco
the
Bell
problem.
has a napkin for a menu.
If your menu's a book big, you can't be making very good food.
Yeah, actually, there's theories that when you have too many options, it is bad. It makes you feel bad about what you picked.
You can never have too much cheesecake.
My
right, Mikey?
I-
Remember? Funny
mom
story.
went. Yeah, go on, Emmanuel.
We went to Cheesecake Factory with his mom, and she bought 1 slice of every single cheesecake. No word of a lie. And all it was this is how it started. I think she asked my wife, "What cheesecake would you like?" And my wife says, "I don't know. Surprise me." And she bought 1 slice of every single cheesecake that Cheesecake Factory has in their display.
And that's when Cheesecake Factory was like a big deal because they
Big
only had
deal.
one really
How
close.
many slices of cheesecake was that?
Oh, there was at least 30,
Holy shit.
right? Yeah.
The best part is I don't like cheesecake, so I didn't have any.
That's true.
You don't like
hated cheesecake.
I don't like cheesecake.
That's
Yeah.
That's
funny.
what we ate over at his place for the entire week. We had cheesecake.
I
The
would-
Almeida.
I remember distinctly going to your house when we were younger, and you would always have cheesecake there. Your mom would buy the BJ's cheesecake, and you didn't even like it.
I've never liked it. No.
Interesting.
I don't think I've ever tried it either.
It's
Maybe we should
delicious.
try it.
It's delicious. Just like it's literally like watching Inglorious Bastards. The movie.
I think there's some good matchups that could go either way, like KFC against Burger King.
That's a good
legit
one. That's a legit. Nick,
7 seed KFC versus 10 seed Burger King, so it's pretty close.
okay, wait a minute.
Okay. How about 5 against 12? Texas Roadhouse versus Red Robin. That seems like a good
Texas
one too.
Roadhouse is legit. Their
So
So
bread's
is Red
really good.
Robin.
Mm,
Mm.
Bottomless fries, steak
I don't
fries.
know, man.
Those are good.
Listen, there's no Canadian restaurants in that list.
Well, there is, and they're gonna get smoked. The upset's
They're not
gonna be
gonna get
Subway over Timmy Hortons.
I need
think-
people. No. Anybody who knows a Canadian, has visited Canada, or is an actual Canadian, You need to vote because
gonna
you'll
Google.
100% know that Tim Hortons is one of the best
Okay,
restaurants.
how
Emmanuel.
many Tim Hortons?
Do me a favor, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
You're good paying off the punishment. That you sound awful under that helmet. You keep breaking up.
It's horrible.
I mean, you've gone 55 minutes wearing a helmet right now. So
It's very bad.
No. We both have to agree. Yeah, he can take it off. He gave me the
We got
Bulls.
5 minutes left.
you
Huh?
sound
No?
terrible.
The
Okay.
Hey, there he is. We found out who the Mandalorian was. Your forehead's so red.
Oh man.
Emmanuel, you're out of the Mandalorians. This is the way.
This is the way. Yeah, you got to kick me out of the Mandalorian.
Appreciate you
Okay.
being such a good trooper.
Okay,
I do
I'm
think,
gonna.
to Mikey's point, that all the Canadian places are going to get upset in the first round. I think
No
number
way.
2 seed's
way.
going to be knocked out in the first round. Swiss Chalet, who nobody knows what the hell Swiss Chalet is.
Everybody knows Swiss Chalet.
Nobody
Come on.
knows what Swiss
No.
Chalet
You're
is.
kidding me.
They're losing to Dunkin' Donuts. People are passionate.
Oh,
about
yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Mm-mm.
How did Dunkin' Donuts become a 15 seed, by the way?
You're the one that set it up.
Well, we all voted. Listen, me personally, I think Dunkin's just terrible. Their coffee, their hot coffee, you can't have it. It's just intolerable. And their iced coffee is only good with, like, I don't know, 15 or 16 creamers in it. It's only good when it's pretty much white. And that's how people take it. Everything else at Dunk.
The crazy matchup is Red Lobster versus Panda Express. It's like choose your diarrhea for the day.
Wait a minute. Red Lobster, those butter
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. The biscuits.
biscuits.
Oh
They're
yeah,
best.
they're
There's
really
a
good.
podcast. You know, there's a podcast dedicated to Red Lobster biscuits.
There's only one person I would trust with really authentically ranking and doing these, which is Brian Piccanisco. He is the man of going to these types of restaurants and
Yes.
knowing what's up.
No, then
So-
Applebee's would be number one.
Applebee's will be number 1.
Where is
What
Applebee's?
I think it's
They're
low.
13th. They're 13th against Boston Market, which is a 4 seed.
I love Boston Market. It's
My
fantastic.
wife's a huge
Boston
fan of
Market.
Boston Market.
Is exactly the same as Swiss Chalet.
But it's better because it's American.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not. No, Swiss Chalet is way better.
Man,
Way better.
America's better.
See, another upset. So this one I'm surprised is a 12 seed because it's actually a pretty decent chain restaurant. It's Cracker Barrel. I don't know if you've ever eaten Cracker Barrel. It's pretty decent, but they're going against TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
That's a good matchup.
I've eaten
Yeah.
You know what? The burgers at Crackle Barrel are actually quite good.
I've only had breakfast there. There's not many in Massachusetts.
No, they're more southern.
Yeah.
None in Canada, and there's none in Canada. I've had it in the U.S.
Did Bojangles make it?
Yeah, Bojangles is on. I think they're like an 8 seed. I'm trying to
I
find
like
them.
Bojangles.
They're 8. That's a good matchup. So 8 seed Bojangles versus 9 seed Brugger's Bagels. I like Brugger's Bagels. I don't know if you've had that. They're a really
Yeah.
nice bagel place. That's a
They're
good
all
matchup.
over Newton.
I haven't had that.
I
Half
like
these
Bojangles.
restaurants I'm not going to know about, right? So I'm just going off of what you guys think.
Well,
You
I mean,
have one
can always- Yeah, you have one vote, Emmanuel, and you can do it via Twitter. If you follow at Got Balls Podcast, there'll be a vote. There'll be at least 5 to 6 polls every day you can vote on,
Right.
and put your input. And the ones with the most votes will advance in the tournament. I'm excited though. I'm excited to see where this thing goes because last
Who's
year we had
gonna
a lot
win,
of fun.
Trudeau? Who's your
Who's gonna
prediction?
win? Man, I feel like there's going to be a weird team making it to the end because a lot of these teams are pretty close. Like a 4 seed would be Boston Market. I don't see them getting all the way. White Castle, probably not.
Oh, White Castle's so good
Wendy-
though.
I can see Wendy's going all the way at number 4. I
Wendy's
can
is
see Five Guys. Number 4 is 4 seeds, Five Guys. I could see them going all the way because people love Five Guys.
Mine is Chipotle. I think Chipotle is gonna
I
think-
win it.
I think
yeah.
Chipotle will go.
honestly, for me, I would pick either Starbucks or Chick-fil-A as like the top billing. They're both 1 seeds. I love Chick-fil-A, even though they're hateful. They're really tasty.
They're hateful. How can they be hateful? They don't even allow
Do
their.
you know about Chick-fil-A?
Yeah. Oh well. Wait.
Uh,
Isn't that the one that is closed on Sundays?
Yeah, they're very anti-LGBTQ,
Oh, then I don't like them at all.
but their food's real good.
They have good chicken sandwiches.
Eh,
They have
Good
one
chicken
in Canada.
sandwiches.
So
Eh.
yeah, Canada, and they've been rated. They're number 2 in Canada, next to Swiss Chalet.
Against what? Swiss
sure.
Chalet.
for chicken sandwiches.
So I think only 2 Canadian places made this list. Swiss Chalet and Timmy Hortons. I'm going to guarantee you they're both out in the first round.
They're not out in the first round.
I don't
voting-
think they'll
I'm
be
voting
out in the
against
first
it. I'm
round.
voting against it personally.
I need my Canadian friends out there to vote. because
What if it's a tie, Trudeau?
Yeah, I thought about that scenario. If it's a tie, we're going to give it to the higher seed. Higher seed advances
Oh,
and then of a tie.
I think we should all have to the brain trust us three.
we vote.
So we're agreeing to kick out the Canadian places, right?
Breakers here.
Yeah, I would agree. As a next time you pick out of the big baller bucket, just put your hand out to the place you know where the good stuff is.
Everyone did well this week. Not as well as me, but everyone did well.
Yeah, surprising, Trudeau. I'm gonna start my own bucket over here, and I'm gonna pick, and it's gonna be really bad for you, Steve. Really bad.
Sounds like a threat.
It's a Russian threat.
Oh,
That's serious.
can I have my final Boba Fett?
Oh my god. No, you lost. We're not praising losers here.
The best quote.
Okay, go ahead.
You can run, but you'll only die tired.
Oh, that is actually pretty legit.
If only you did it with the helmet on.
I know. I got to do that. No, that thing sucked. That hurt a lot. My head hurt.
We should have made him wear it throughout all of Mac and Me so he can punish twice.
Then I would be caught up. I'd do that in a heartbeat. What's good about the hot? But I could actually close my eyes and sleep.
You still have another punishment.
I know. I don't know what to do with that one. I think I have to wear the American garb, the hat, the shirt.
Yes.
I still got to do that. So I've got to do that once.
All right. So we're gonna head out of here in a few minutes. Do you have anything else you want to finish with today, Emmanuel? You sent us a couple of texts. I think Tuesday.
What did I send?
Throws their dick off.
What?
Did you want to talk about that?
What?
But what? No. Yeah, that was the Olympics where the guy actually and it was in one of the Olympic sports, and I think it was the shooting or it was like cross country skiing, and he had to actually get medical attention because he froze his dick on the course.
Was he okay?
I think he survived. I think they've saved the appendage, but he froze his dick like frostbite. Not even joking. And I was also talking about how the absolute worst winter sport on the Olympics is the 2-man bobsled, where they're lying on top of each other to go down. It's the funniest thing to watch. But
I would love to see you and Mikey, Olympic bobsled, 2-man team. You lying on top of Mikey.
we should make a new
2026 Winter Olympics.
I
The
think,
restraining order doesn't allow it, so we're good.
I think we should do not a 2-man. I think we should do a 3-man one. That would be great. New category, new division. I think we could do it.
I'm in, man. 2026. I believe it's in Italy, so I'd love the trip. Let's do it. You, me, Mikey, Olympic champions.
Wait. Can we do the big baller bucket to decide who goes on the bottom?
Spoiler alert, it's going to be rigged.
I like my chances. Emmanuel has lost so much. So
That's true.
All right, fellas, let's get out of here. This was fun. And remember, check out the Twitter page at God Balls Podcast, where you can vote on our March Snackness tournament. It was a fun time this week. We appreciate you all listening to the podcast. Remember, follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, rate, review, all that good jazz. We really had fun hanging with you this week. We'll talk to you next week. Peace out.
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe. I love these quotes. I can't stay long, guys. I gotta go because apparently I think my